From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
Check out! 565! Hey, we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet.
Check safety, check safety.
11 D. 80 weapons.
On 1st and 10, Locke. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
6-6, pull it high.
Luck on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long.
Quo. Rugby. We got double up. Pilot, 64, weak.
Now Luck. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check out. Line 80. Quo.
You can choose the mic. Watch Mike.
Hey, wahoo.
Let's go. Mike 52. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
From the 50, it's Long. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
SOS. Blue draw quarter. Quo. Hey, seam 6.
From the gun, here's Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Middle.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
So we got man.
Bravo.
Here's Rosen to throw. He completes it to Wilson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. This one complete to Devin Funchess. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Go smooth.
Again, it's Rosen. Caught. It's Wilson. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check it back.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line.
First down, Dolphins. Hey, 96 is coming. You know Mike, 96. Hey, 97. Hey, watch it.
Now Rosen on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and goal, Rosen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 6-0 our score after one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Lott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. We ain't giving up nothing today. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Throwing on 3rd down. Lott. And able to find Dorsett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Lott throwing again. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Mike 51. Push him back. Hey, Zoo. Check, let's go.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. General West. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Watch the twins. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Hey, alert. Check. Hide.
On 2nd down, Rosen. That ball complete to Isabella. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
I got you. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Check. Quarter. Go.
To throw is Rosen. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Get ready.
They're on 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for New England. 66 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Or they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Check back, check back. Check 26, check 26.
This is Michel on the counter. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
That's their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From just shy of midfield, Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, Charlie.
51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 51 to Mike. 51.
On first down, it's Rosen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On. Switch.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Line 40. Mike, stop your whining.
On first down, it's Locke. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
On second down now, it's Carson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go. Line 40. Watch the screen. Pass. Hey, check. Check 52 to Mike. Check.
On first down, Locke. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
How about that scramble by Andrew Luck? Sometimes we forget just how big, strong, and yes, fast Andrew Luck is. When he came out of college at the Combine, shocked everyone, ran a sub-4 840.
And he grew up a big soccer guy over in Europe. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Middle, middle, middle. Hey, Haywood.
Rosen will throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Hey, alert, alert.
58 to Mike.
Go.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
3rd and long here for Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Middle.
And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Cross. Mike 52.
Hey, watch this. Orbit.
From just shy of midfield, Luck. He finds Dorsett. It's complete.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Check out. 11. 5.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. Check 24.
Strong right.
52.
They'll run it here. This is James White. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th. Luck got his man. That's Harry. Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now again, right side. Carson And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Kill. Alert flare.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bilal Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's Drake. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Right back to Drake. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Let's go.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They can't hang with us. Check. Kill. Kill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Switch! No, check that.
Clone. No gain.
From the gun, here's Love. Hard throw, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. His throw caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Andy Isabella, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
Rosen's pass complete to Andy Isabella. Touchdown, Miami.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Dolphins 20, Patriots 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Monday. Jet bombers. We the 2 jet bombers.
After the sack on first down, Luck, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Rosen. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now Luck. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Here's Carson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They run again with Carson, and they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he'd better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably good.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, wahoo!
51, Mike 51. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Rosen to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 50.
Call.
Check 52.
Hey, seam 6.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, D.
A shotgun snap for Love. It's gone. This is White. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Let's keep moving. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. I know he ain't got it.
Call.
52, Mike 52. So don't say nothing.
Call.
Now Love. And the grab by Croft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Watch 52. 52's the Mike.
Out of the gun, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Smooth. 52's the Mike right here, over there, right? 52's the Mike. Yeah. You don't want none.
2nd and 10, Luck again. It's complete. James White. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a